Oh yeah, 1 second, before we leave? Yeah! Choo-choo, motherfuckers! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Train Mechanic Simulator 2017. I'm your host, the bird known as Falcon, and I took this game out for a spin already, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Playing this game made me realize why people enjoy building their own train model sets along with the tracks and everything. This game is very relaxing, very zen-like, and what's really great about it, even though it's a mechanic game, it doesn't completely overburden you right off the bat with a bunch of a million parts and you're thinking to yourself how do I put this together? The game does a really great job of kind of easing you into the game itself on how to put stuff together, and more importantly, you could also even ride your train out and about to find dilapidated trains, fix them, or take them apart to sell the parts. It's a really fun little game that's not really too overwhelming, which is the great part about it. So let's get into the game over here as soon as possible and get the ball rolling. So this here is going to be our train depot. As you can see, we have 3 workbenches. We have electrical, we got mechanics, and we have hydraulics, if I'm right. Hydraulics, baby. Got that lowrider happening. So we have that. We also have our tablet over here, which will let us order some parts for jobs and also how to improve our workshops already to, have more effective fixing and stuff like that. And over here is where we shall take our orders in. So let's do the work order here to begin with. You guys can read this if you want to. Essentially right now what it's telling us though is that the first train we're about to get in here is having a couple of issues with the steel and the rubber springs. Now, I'll be honest with you, the first time I read that I was thinking to myself, oh good, this is going to be a fun thing to figure out, and you know what, it actually was. I gave it a little credit when a lot of credit was supposed to be given, because you're thinking to yourself, oh good, how do I find steel and rubber springs in this giant monstrosity over here? Well, it's obviously going to be in the motor truck to begin with, right, because that's where the springs and the wheels are at. So we'll come in here. So you'll go into this assembly mode to begin with. You're thinking to yourself, oh good, this is the fun part, huh? We have a million different parts to deal with. Well, yeah, you do. But there's a lot of good tools over here to help you out. So if you first and foremost look at this right straight up, you're thinking to yourself, okay, what's what? What do I do? You can sometimes use your eye to kind of figure out what's going on over here. So for instance, without using any of our tools just yet, look at our use your eyes. What do you think looks a bit off here? To me, it looks like this guy and this guy are off. They're a little bit rusty. And there's also a couple of issues down here too. Now mind you, don't always use your eye because you do have tools for this. So we could go into number 3, which is going to be our testing mode. And since I had a couple of suspicions about these 2 bad boys here and even this guy down here, let's test them out. 3% condition, no good. And oh, look at that, steel and rubber springs as well. That's kind of the culprit we're looking for. So we have 1 of them, and we have 2 of them. Now if we pull up our job order, we know for a fact we're looking for at least 2 parts that are damaged, and what have we found? 2 steel and rubber springs which are at low condition, meaning we could go ahead and instantly just go ahead and eliminate this guy and this guy as being a problem. And by the way, remember the rusty thing I told you about? 91%. So don't always just rely on your eyes to figure out what's wrong. Use your tools because they're available to you for a reason. So now we found out these 2 guys are the culprits here. So let's go into this assembly mode. And now we just click over here. Now, what's really cool about this, all you have to do is just hold it down and it will unscrew it for you. So you don't have to worry about clicking over and over or using your mouse scroll bar or whatever. Mouse wheel, I should say. So there comes that apart. Now, it's not always going to be this easy, I will admit. Sometimes you have to pull apart a piece which is kind of hung onto by 2 other pieces. So you have to go and pull say the drive gear first off and then the electrical motor to get down here. So sometimes you'll have to do that. But again, it's a mechanic game, so you kind of want that sense, right? In order to, get one thing off, you want to go through a bunch of other stuff first because you're a mechanic. That's what it's all about. So here we have our parts now. Let's go to the mechanics workbench. And it does seem like we could fix both of these parts here. So at the moment, if you're looking at my job order, if we keep the cost of this job under $11,400, we get a bonus of $500. Along with the money for the job and the income for whatever else you're going to pay a charge for. So if we want the big money here, we want to make sure we keep it under the budget cost. So you have the option of ordering parts, obviously, which would be more expensive. If you can fix them yourself, though, take advantage of that. As you can see over here, we can fix both of these at 100% chance each without fail, so we'll fix them here. It isn't going to cost me money to fix them, though. It's going to cost me roughly $8,000, we'll say. But remember that our budget at the moment is $11,000, so as long as we fix these without having to buy anything else, we meet that budget easily. So there it is. We have now fixed both of the parts that were broken down. Job order. we still have 3,840 left over before we have to worry about that. So, as you can see, we have done what we needed to do. And we go back to the pieces we're missing, so like that over here. And we'll go ahead and screw you back on. There you go, my friend. You and you as well. Yeah. And now, steel and rubber spring through here, and we have 2 big old screws, and there you go. I screwed them quite good. I kid. So there it is. We have now done what we needed to do. Bring the job order up, and we are done. Finish the order. Of course, that one was easy. It's like the tutorial mission, obviously. But what I really enjoy about the game is when you start taking your train out and about to look for other trains. That's when it becomes really, really fun because it just becomes so relaxing. You're on your own train. Just looking for other trains is actually pretty cool. This is, as I mentioned, like just a one-shot I'm doing. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know and we'll continue playing it. I wouldn't mind doing it, so just to give you guys a bit of a heads up, this is actually a pretty fun game. Job order number 2. This is going to be driver complains about a faulty brake system. And again, you kind of have to use a little bit of common sense here. If you're going for a brake system, you're thinking, well, it's got to be somewhere in the front where the brakes are going to be at, right? So obviously, we'll go back to the motor truck over here. And our order says we're looking for at least 3 parts which are not working good at the moment. So again, if you use your eyes, we could see that this over here looks a bit rusty. But again, don't always trust them. We have our testing tool for a reason. So I'm going to go with the brake caliper arm. Found the first one. You're also looking a little bit rusty here. Found a second one. And let's see what else we got here. The brake caliper itself. Found a third one. So we got all 3 of them already. Not a big deal. Now we have to take them apart though. And this is where I told you where it becomes slightly more of a deal when you have to pull other pieces off that are good. But in order for you to get to a piece, you have to pull other parts off first, right? So let's see. We have the brake caliper arm. Can you come off straight up? Yes, you can. So all we need is that. There you go. Brake caliper arm. I can't remove you until we get the hydraulic brake piston off, which is coming off anyway. But I can get this guy because we have to remove first and foremost the hydraulic brake hose. So hose, get on out of here. And now remove you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And get this one off. It's part number 2. And then finally, caliper arm. Just 1 screw. There it is. Okay. Now our job order says keep it under $5,700. Which is, you know, kind of a low amount of money. Mechanics Workbench. Over here we could find out that we could repair the caliper for $1,200, but only a 31% chance. So that's a very low chance of actually succeeding over here. The caliper arm, $272, 100% chance of success, so we will definitely go ahead and repair that one. Now, it does seem to me that if we take a shot over here and we fail, we waste $1,200 on the order, which would put us close enough to the limit. So I'm thinking more than likely we'll probably have to buy the parts and just replace them. So 31% chance, right? Let's find out what the other part is looking like here. There it is, the brake piston. $3,300 to fix it. 31% chance of success. So both of them are at 31. Those aren't really good odds, especially considering the amount of money you have to spend to try to fix it. Let's buy these bad boys here first, right? Oop, no. Shopping cart. So we're gonna order for $55.10. This is now telling us, hey, if you buy this, you're going over your spending limit by $82 because we fixed the other one just now. So what do you do then? Well, luckily for us, since we're buying brand new parts, we can now sell the broken parts for a bit more money to kind of even out the cost, I want to say. So now, let's see, we have the brake caliper and the hydraulic piston over here, right? So they're both set up over here. We want to sell this guy and this guy. So $32 sell. And the hydraulic brake piston for $104. Sell. And that should put us back under the cost, I want to say, for the bonus. I don't know what it is, like I started playing these mechanic games when I started doing my summer car, and ever since then I've really been enjoying them a lot. This is like a really comforting game. Like my summer car was like a pain in the ass when you had to put the engine together because it was like a million parts. It was very realistic, mind you. So this here is a bit more entry level, but at the same time it's still very relaxing, which is the important part. Is it relaxing or having fun? Yes, I am. Then perfect, it's done its job. And there it is, everything's now put together. I want to say it should be anyway. Let me look at my parts. Yep. Everything's here. And since we sold those parts, it should put me under the budget again, I hope. So, job order. Yup, it put me under the budget by $54. Let's finish this order up then. Yeah, running is fine, good. Income is gonna be $250. $250 for the achievement, and $500 for the low-cost income. And we got $1,000 total. Yeah, buddy. So, we're almost kind of out of time here. But I want to show you guys the outside, which is the next mission if I'm right. But before we do that, we have some money here to spend. Let me look at my tablet. Improve the workshop. We have enough for 2 upgrades of 2 different workbenches. Now, I'm not going to do them just yet because we don't know what parts we actually have to work on next. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to save this money. And depending on what part we get, depending on the part we have to fix, we'll upgrade that workshop instead. Sometimes the task will involve finding and repairing locomotives that were damaged somewhere on routes of the game world, and then towing them back to the appropriate workshop for making repairs. So that's right, baby. We're about to start towing something back here. So we'll accept that one. Let's get out of here. Alrighty, and here we are on a rainy day. Mission: find the locomotive in square D1 and tow it back to the workshop. Here, let's bring up our map. We have to go to D1. So we have the numbers over here, we have the letters up here. So D is up here. I got your D1 right here, baby. Ah, no, I'm kidding around, obviously. I'm not going to give the D to a train. That's very wrong, obviously. So D1 is going to be somewhere up here. And we're all the way down here. So what I'm thinking we do is we possibly take the route down through the port, maybe. Go take the coastal valley. Go through here. I mean, we could probably just go through here if we wanted to as well, but I want to go through the port, maybe see the ocean a bit, the sea, whatever's out there, and we just want to go all the way straight up through here, I want to say. So, it's a very nice, relaxing game. That's what I really enjoy about it. And when I took it out for a spin, that's why I enjoyed it. Like, I was playing and I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is just really cool. Like, normally when I play games for the channel, I will, I want to get comfortable with them first before I bring you a product that I don't know shit about. So I'll play them for a while, and sometimes I tell myself, like, I'll play a minimum, like, 20-30 minutes to kind of get comfortable, and then I'll make a video. This guy here, I played for like 2 hours, because I enjoyed it. I just started playing over and over and over, and that's what it was all about. So let's slow it down here a little bit if we can. I think we're fine. We just want to make sure that we're going to be turning right at the northern boundary of the east. So, that's fine. Keep going straight. So as you can see over here, we have now found a locomotive, and its bad boy's going to be back over here. Can I zoom out? No more zooming out? Okay, well, you can see right over here. This right here is the culprit. He's the guy we have to fix. Now tow the train back to the diesel train depot. So, ideally, I could go all the way around. That's a possibility, too. I mean, I could do that to show you different things. Otherwise, in case you're wondering, you could also put the train on reverse and go back the same way you came back from. But since I think we're out of time to actually fix this train, what I will do is we'll just probably take this other route here to see the canyon, the desert as well. Why there's so many different type of landmarks in this game, I don't know, but they're here, and that's fine. At least you can't complain about not enough variety. You have an ocean map, you have the coast, you have deserts, you have canyons. You got everything within, like, walking distance of each other. It's like I was gonna say it was the California of the world, but when you think about it, it's really, I mean, there's snow in California, but you kind of have to go out of your way to find snow. We have blazing heat. This year we had a lot of rain. We never have any snow unless I go out of my way to find snow, which is not gonna happen, really. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find snow, man, as much as I like the idea of snow. So the canyon's coming up over here. We're at top speed. Why is that green over there? Is that like a shortcut for me or what? Huh. Hold up a second. I'm actually confused about that because I've never... Why is that green? South Steam Locomotive Depot? Whoa, wait. I could use that one too or what? Yeah, I'm going back. If we could use that one right now, I might at least get some of the order on this job working so we could see that. So... Let's, No. You can stop. Bring it to a stop. There it is. You see those little flames? Yeah, stop it. Alrighty, guys, so... I'm not going to talk about how much time I spent Trying to figure out why I couldn't get to that track for some reason. Turns out it's a very perfect excuse why you can't do that. Actually, a very good, legitimate reason. What I'm rocking right now is indeed a diesel engine that needs to be fixed. What does it say down here? Steam Locomotive Depot. We have a diesel one, which is Diesel Engine Depot. The reason why I could not get there off camera, believe me, I'm going to cut that off because it's basically going to be like the Benny Hill thing, like where I'm going back and forth, like screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs, figuring out why I can't go there. Turns out, we have a diesel engine we have to work on, therefore we have to go down to the Diesel Engine Depot. But there you guys have it. Oh my god. Oh boy. Well, I'm sorry about the idea that I gave you that we would fix work on this train at the very least. But as I mentioned, if you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comments, let me know by leaving a like, and we shall come back to it. Play a bit more because it's actually kind of fun. This comes out on the 23rd. All the information down below will tell you how to pick this up. I'm surprised it hasn't stopped raining all day, huh? It's been a completely rainy day, but you know what? Rainy days are going to be kind of comfy too. Get some hot cocoa, just kind of hang out, and there you go. Comfy day indeed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time. Oh yeah, 1 second. Before we leave... Yeah! Choo-choo, motherfuckers!